Hey guys, it's Tommy CM. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a park spotlight. Today's park is called The Foundry by Poopsitout, which is one of my favourite PS usernames. I'm joined by Iron Matty today on this park spotlight. So hello, Matty.
Hello. How are you?
Hello. I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you. And I agree with you. Poopsitout is literally the best name ever. I can't say it without laughing.
Yeah, definitely. It's very close to having a very censored word in his name as well, so I have to be careful with that. Thank you for joining me. The description of the park says, it is said that this valley is the location of a great battle of myth and legend, and the final resting place of the mythical blacksmith Hephaestus. I'm going to struggle to pronounce that in the park. What is known for sure is that an unknown black metal has been found in odd formations. Though scientists have worked tirelessly, they can't even scratch the stuff. Might as well build some rides on it. Come and enjoy 13 rides and 4 coasters, with the highlight being Minerva, a fast and furious over, under and through. A fast and furious ride over and under and through the surrounding buildings and landscape. Can you find all the rides hidden amongst the Foundry? Come in and enjoy your day at the park trying. Really nice build up there to the park. Really nice sort of backstory to it. And as you can see from these video clips now, you can you already get the theme coming along. So yeah, let's jump right in. So let's begin. As always, if you do enjoy the video, please do give it a thumbs up and give the channel a subscribe. And obviously check out Matty's channel. I'll leave the link in the description below. Nice sort of welcoming building here, especially with the coaster going over the entrance here. It's a very nice style. I don't think I've ever seen a park like that. Have you seen an entrance like this before?
It's different, I will give it that much. It's certainly unique and an interesting choice of biome as well.
Yeah. Yes.
It's not the only kind of parks you would really associate with this biome normally as a Western park. And this is definitely not a Western park. Oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was good timing, Tommy.
Yeah, it is very cool. I was waiting here because I wanted to see it come past. I've just seen this. So, let's go to night time. We'll check this out here. Well, one thing I do love, this bit of scenery here. I've not seen this placed in many people's parks. What?
That's because it's custom, isn't it?
Is the whole
It's a
thing
custom build?
Is it? Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That is that good. I didn't realise that was custom.
It's like Game of Thrones, isn't it?
Yeah, I genuinely didn't know that was custom. Fair play. I didn't. Yeah, that is impressive. Yeah, really like that. I think that works. That works a treat. And that font as well. The font is really nice for the sign. Just rather than just having a neat shape, having that little triangle missing on each letter is just, I don't know, it's just a really nice effect.
It certainly adds to it.
Yeah. There's some sort of ride up here.
There's also a sign there to the right as well, thanking somebody as well.
Oh, apologies. Thank you to MavsFan for your font. There you go. So that's MavsFan 4. I can't speak today. But yeah, that is his font. He is really good at designing different fonts. You'll see lots of logos and fonts designed by him on the workshop. But yeah, really nice to have that little mention at the front. Always always nice to credit people if you're going to use their stuff on the workshop. So we go into here. I don't really know where to head first. What's down here? A staff room. I quite like how compact it is because it means I've got to be down at guest level, and we can kind of see what they're seeing at their height.
Yeah, it's certainly quite claustrophobic. You can't. I mean, when you're looking at this is not your stereotypical theme park, is it? It's not designed as realistic theme park in mind. So kind of obviously you're imagining kind of like thousands of guests arriving in the morning.
Yeah.
It's not designed for that in mind. So you've not got your big grand entrance or anything like that, because it's not that type of park.
No.
This is built more for the player to appreciate rather than realistic park.
Yes. Yeah. No. Exactly. I did like the queue line coming up there just there. How it was all of it's enclosed in a really neat way. It's not, it's very hard actually to actually build on the edge of the paths like that, and to get the wall in the right sort of size away from the path. I mean, I don't know. It just blends in really really nicely. That does, and it's just got. I mean, the theme carries on. And I do love these people mover rides, and I'm yet to build a part myself where I can think that one of these fits, because they are very hard to fit in. But I love the one at Disney. People mover at Disney is
I
brilliant.
can only think that I've ever seen two people movers in parks. The first of which was Sonimatics,
Yeah,
Sonimatic 14s, and then the other one being Moomin Little Socks for a very British park. And
yeah,
I can't think of ever seeing these people movers in any other park ever.
yeah. They're very, like I say, I love them, and I think they're a great ride.
Oh
Oh,
wow!
that's really nice. I didn't want to hop on it because I didn't think I'd get the best view sat on as a guest. I thought it'd be a nicer view here. Yeah, I love all the interaction here with the windows. I think that, and here. Look at that. Oh,
Really nice interaction, some really nice views of it.
wow. Look at that.
I was not expecting this.
No. How far down we going here? Okay, I'm gonna get lost if I follow this round anymore. Wow.
Oh wow!
This is this is a lot more in depth on this ride than I thought it was going to be. Right, I need to try and follow this track out. I'm going to get lost. There I am. I'm up. Here we go. There's another station. So have I just been around like half the park there? I have. Yep. I'm going to go back to the entrance, and we'll continue that towards the end.
Do you know what
So,
I'm thinking already? Straight away, looks can be deceiving.
yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Because I was not expecting anything quite like that. I know that I know it says park best viewed at night, but I'm kind of thinking we need to be looking at this in the day, because otherwise we're going to get lost.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Quite possibly. I'll flick between the two, so we do get the night time that is mentioned. But I think also we'll have to see stuff in the day as well. So we'll flick back to day. I'll flick back to day for now. Gift shop. So he's got his own. He's got some custom gifts here, just using the shapes. And then some shops. That's just nice use of the lights. Again, it's just finding those small pieces that fit into like cabinets and stuff that just if you want to expand on your shop a little bit, it's that sort of stuff you want to be doing. I'm really really conscious of getting lost around here. The
it's a
haunt.
maze.
It is, isn't it?
I'm glad you're doing the camera.
I'm just taking it ever so gently. That's a custom skeleton, isn't it? A skeleton
Yeah,
with
that's
extra
custom
arms.
made.
I do really like the way he's done the queue line. I mean, this is what obviously if you are going on themed rides in parks. Oh, it's a haunted house ride. This is the sort of queue line you would get. You would be enclosed in corridors that add to the theme. I want to go on this. I want to
Let's
see
do
what
it.
this is like. I do like the fact that the operators kind of tucked away in the corner there. I think that's really good. But yeah, we'll take a view on this. It's on the haunt. I don't know why I'm looking at the stats because it's not a coaster. But yeah, we will hop on. So, Matty, what were your thoughts on that?
I'm going to be honest, Tommy. I think I need to start off with an apology. I think I need to apologise to Poops because I have been extremely guilty of judging a book by its cover. Now, I have had a quick scan of this park because I know that Poops has been desperate for our thoughts on this park, but I wanted to wait until I did a spotlight to have a look in depth. But I did have a quick look around just briefly. I didn't really go in depth, and I was like, it's all right. It's okay. It's like nothing special kind of thing. And just before we started recording this video, I'd said to you the same thing. It's like, yeah, it's all right. It doesn't really jump out at me. And now we've started this spotlight, and now we've started looking at this in depth. And Poops, I am very sorry that I judged too quickly, because this is absolutely incredible. That ride was insane. It was so good. The sight lines it was giving, the theming, it made me jump like 2 or 3 times as we went down that. Fantastic work. I'm blown away. Absolutely blown away.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I think this has got to be one of the best haunted house rides that I've been on in Planet Coaster. It's really, the thing is, from the outside, if you were to look at that building, I thought that was just like a coaster station or the main entrance. And then obviously we know there's a transit ride in there, but then also there's a haunted house ride in there. Like how much has he managed to fit inside the one state? You know, you got the coaster going through there, you've got the ghost train there, you've got the transit ride here. He's managed to fit that all in the same building, which is so impressive. I love this little like bridge section here. I think that's really nicely designed. I don't know what you call it. It's not really is it a bridge? But yeah, really.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, really nice design. And then obviously the animatronics not overly done, but not sort of you're not taking ages to get between them. And then this room in particular was really impressive as well. Really nice use of. Oh, blimey, that made me jump.
That made me jump as well.
Yeah, this room in particular, in terms of the cobwebs and the mist, all work really well. But yeah, no, absolutely great work that. If I stop going into the buildings here, but no, I absolutely love that. And I'm just looking at the roof here. What is this piece here? Oh, it's one of the Asian style roofs it's one of the Qin Dynasty roofs. Yeah, really, it's a really nice little design, that nice little pattern that seems to work. But yeah, no, I absolutely love that. And just looking at it in daytime, I think this is why he wants us to look at nighttime, because you can see all 3 tracks there. But if you flick that back to nighttime, they're kind of hidden really well. So yeah, I think that's it's stuff like that where I think he saying that nighttime's better. But yeah, we'll come down here.
I am feeling a bit foolish now for prejudging this park before we got into it, because it's incredible. I know that Minerva. Oh, I can't say it. Minerva, thank you. That's the main ride of the park.
Yeah,
I know that's his big one. Yeah.
We will go on that towards the end. Then we have the Damned, Oregon's Run, and Belly of the Beast, which I'm curious to see what Belly of the Beast is like. I like the name of that. Restaurant.
I love how that coaster kind of like interacts with the whole park as well. Like, you've got that, so if you turn left,
yeah,
so you can kind of like see this coaster, and it's kind of like, it seems to be interacting with pretty much the whole park. It's like wherever you are, you seem to be seeing, I'm not sure if it's the same coaster, but you seem to be seeing a coaster track everywhere you are in the park.
Yeah, all kind of wraps around this main entrance here, doesn't it? I know what you mean. As you're walking in here, you're seeing so many parts of it, and it's just kind of flying past you at different points. Yeah, really nice design that. It's, oh, and then there's the windows to the transport ride as well, to the people mover.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and the first aid room. Um,
It's funny because before we started this, we both said, "Oh, it's quite a small park. This shouldn't be a massively long spotlight," and I think we were both wrong on that one.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Torment. Um, is that is that the name of an area? Because it's not a queue line, is it?
No,
Torment.
no.
Oh no, it is because this is the start of a queue line.
Oh yeah,
Right. Oh, and the font's up here. Torment. Right. Let's go down the queue. Oh, nice. It's a Gears of Fear, or one of these like mechanical top spins. Very nice.
really
Is it?
nicely integrated as well.
Yeah, yeah, and it works with the rather than just the basic top spin. This one works with all the chains and the mechanical wheels and stuff. And that because those chains are separate bits of scenery, aren't they? That's a
Yeah,
drawbridge. But obviously these are part of the ride. These ones. But no, yeah, really nice use of that for an indoor ride. That must be close to the roof. Let's see how close to get. Oh,
Oh,
well, me being 6'7", as me and Matty have discussed tonight, I would not be being able to go on that ride because
yeah.
I'll be
Tommy is actually secretly the Big Show from
yeah,
WWE.
yeah, I'm definitely not just 5'10". We will go for a walk down here.
So Poops' next park that he's working on is a steampunk park, and from what we've seen of this park so far, I tell you what, I'm excited to see that. I think he'd nail it.
I think so as well.
Was
Stuff like the buildings we've seen already. If you can replicate that sort of style, that would work a treat. Uh, Refreshments. I'm really conscious of missing something in this part because it's so nicely built all together that walking around this. I'm that low down walking around. I might as well be in Plip Cam at this point.
oh
Um,
wow,
that's an impressive dome. Wow, yeah, that is really impressive. I mean, I know how hard it is to build like sort of dome slash globe style of buildings like that. It's not an easy thing to put the glass together with the wooden beams like that. So yeah, that is very impressive. Um,
imagine being on that ride on a hot summer's day.
yeah, it'd be like a greenhouse in there, wouldn't
It'd be like an inferno, wouldn't it?
it? You'd probably scold your hands putting it on the metal bars of the horse.
We've already said it's not a realistic park, so it's fine. We don't need to think about little things like that.
Gulpy's Gallop, nice. I tell you what would be good there is obviously I'm assuming it's Gulpy's Gallop because of Gulpy um, soda. Is it Gulpy soda in Planet Coaster? Um,
Yeah, he does a couple
Gu-
under here. In like Gulpy
Gulpy's
Water
the
as well.
Gulpy's the dinosaur, isn't he? You know the mascot.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah,
Gulpy.
yeah, that, yeah, Gulpy Rex. There we are. So you could put him down, and you could have him as like a character point just outside here, like meeting people outside Gulpy Gallop. But
Yeah,
that's just
that'd
me.
work.
That's just me. Right, Dragon's Run. I love the queue lines. I think the queue lines they're really imaginative and different. The style mixes up in terms of it's not this one isn't all indoors, but it's not just placing a queue and putting a a fence by it or just leaving the fencing on. There's like stuff is happening in the queue.
I like how it went underneath the brake run there as well. How it just kind of like just drop below the ground,
Yeah.
and you've got like the brake run that just goes over the top of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then a nice little structure for a station. Nothing too mad, but it's quite nice actually. It's used the roof tiles there to like extend the station, hasn't it, to out wide a little bit,
Yeah,
because that is the station, and then this bit here, and he's done the same over this side as well. Yeah, really nice way of kind of making that station a little bit bigger, like that. So this one is Dragon's Fury. It's a junior coaster. There's the stats if you do want to take a look at them. I don't normally follow the stats because I know how unrealistic they are, but I know some people do take a look. But yeah, we shall hop on Dragon's Run. So that was Dragon's Run. Really cool layout for a junior coaster. That I think the way it uses the terrain and wraps around the little buildings as well, rather than just kind of just being a track, is really nice. I love the building around the brake run. I think this is a really cool way of kind of just putting that realistic effect on of having a brake run, but giving it a purpose as well. One thing I'd probably say is it could have been a different coaster, in the sense of a junior coaster probably wouldn't normally have a layout this big with drops as big as that. So I don't know whether like a mine train coaster. I know it's called Dragon's Run, but maybe a mine train coaster. What do you think, Matty?
yeah, I can see where you're coming from actually. Purely just because you associate that ride so much with a children's coaster, don't you? It's very much normally your little tiny little layouts, kind of like they're almost like in the UK we have like almost like the Big Apple, aren't they?
Yeah,
Or like a caterpillar ride. So like kind of you do associate with this very small little footprint. But I mean, detract from that, the actual ride itself was fantastic. It was really smooth all the way around, perfect banking all the way around.
yeah,
It did everything it needed to for an actual coaster. It was really good. But yeah, I kind of do see where you're coming from in the aspect of potentially the wrong style of coaster, but you could replace that with another coaster, like you said, maybe a mine train or something along them lines, and it would have been perfect, I think. But I think that is maybe just slightly nitpicking, maybe. But
yeah.
yeah, great job.
Uh,
Oh, they're
will
stuck. Why are they stuck? The people just to your right there. Oh, they were jumping up and down going, hey, and then they've just walked off.
Attention seekers.
I know,
We
right? They just wanted to be in the spotlight.
No, that's it. That's it. Wheel of Death. So nice little canopy building over the queue line. I mean, again, this is just something nice and simple, just to make the decoration of a queue look better. And I mean, this does the job, great. To be fair, the way the beams are custom built there like that, it's just a really nice little simple design. But yeah, just makes the queue line just look a little bit more blended in, rather than just like a random path.
And that one's custom built around the path as well, so it's not like kind of maybe he's taken that and put it somewhere else. So it's like kind of in some parks you can see like kind of they've done this idea of putting a canopy over the queue line, but maybe they've copied and pasted that around their queue lines around the park. But this one you can specifically tell has been custom built for this queue line, which is really nice touch as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I have just noticed as well is that it's got beams along the floor edge there, and then the beam. So it's like an all-in-one. It's the canopy and it's a fence as well. It's like a
Queue
handrail as
path,
well.
queue
Yeah,
path canopy. Yeah,
yeah,
that's fantastic. Really, really nicely done. Actually, good spot there.
yeah,
Yeah, it just adds to it, doesn't it?
yeah. So the Wheel of Death, which flashes red. It's a very haunting looking Ferris wheel. That. It's a, I don't think I've ever come across a spooky Ferris wheel, but I have now.
There you go. It's first for everything.
So we'll go back down here. I think we've done everything up this end. I don't think there's anything else down there. We'll take a walk down here.
There's so many layers as well, isn't there, in
Yeah,
this? It's a deceptive park because of how many like layers it's got. It kind of elevation changes. Like kind of it's not. Well, it's not definitely not flat. Everyone can see that, but
no,
it kind of like keeps dropping down like all the time.
yeah, yeah. Because you can't see the terrain difference because it's hidden by all the buildings. So all you can
Mm.
see is the path going down. Uh, so this is Rapture, all the way up
I
here.
like the name rides, you know.
Oh,
I really like the name rides. Oh,
oh, hello. What's
oh.
this? Oh, oh, what? Hang on, what?
What did
What?
glitch?
Oh, I was inside it. I was inside. I thought that was like a panel of like like an effects panel or something.
Yeah,
I,
we
oh dear.
about to tell him delete the park.
Yeah,
Start again.
yeah. So, but yeah. Anyway, Rapture. I mean, really cool view up here. I think this is the top. Yeah, really cool view of the rest of the park there as you up and drop down into a building, which is always a nice effect. Again, just rather than having just a standalone drop tower outdoors, making it go inside is the easiest way to theme one of those, I think. And he's just come to fix it. Now, did I miss something down it? Yes, I did. There's this big pathway down. I'm really conscious about missing something. Right, that's where we went into Rapture. That is just a door into nothingness, I think. Yep. See there, look, there's some of the terrain work that
Yeah,
you don't see. Really cool.
there's a lot of terrain work happened in this park
Yeah.
that you may not realise at first glance.
I
I
mean,
mean,
look at
just
this.
that is amazing.
That looks so natural as well. Like the way that's been done. One of the things I didn't point out on that coaster. Have you seen the terrain work around this coaster?
It's nuts. Oh my god. No, I did not notice
I'll,
that.
I'll just flick to daytime because that shows it better. But yeah,
Oh,
the
wow.
hand that goes through is that. I mean, that's ridiculous.
That is absolutely insane.
I don't think you could get a better hand like that out of the terrain.
Oh, I can see
But
another one off in the distance as well. Around another coaster as well.
yeah, yep, even more there. Wow.
Wow. There is there is so much more than meets the eye to this park. There really is, isn't there?
Yeah, that is That really is something else. That. But no, yeah, no, I spotted that, but no, obviously forgot to mention that. So apologies, but we are made sure mentioned it now. I mean
What?
this is ridiculous down here. Love this. You know the theme that he mentioned, and he's got this running up. This what's the piece
Oh,
called?
it was like the black. I can't remember what he called it, but it was like kind of what they were mining for, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the description. Hang on, I've got the description on my phone. Hang on. I can. There you go. It's my turn to sit and Google.
Yeah, this is how professional we are. But no, what I was going to say was I like the fact that this kind of that is the backstory to the park, and it actually does run all the way through the park as a theme. It's really nicely kept with its with its history.
So in the description it said the final resting place of the mythical blacksmith Hepatus. What is known for sure as the unknown black metal has been found in odd formations.
Ah, there we are. Yeah, yeah. So as I say, I think it's a really nice continuous theme that is. And you got a miner here. The trees
Because
down here look
in the
really cool as
description
well.
it says that they can't actually mine it either, so they've been working tirelessly but can't make a scratch on it. So I like the fact that he's got that miner there as well, who would be trying to farm
Yeah,
it as well, and obviously like not making any kind of impression on it, kind of thing.
yeah,
But they're still trying regardless.
yeah, definitely. Um, right, what do we
I
have
love
here?
that ride name as well, by the way. That Fall from Grace. What a cool name.
Yeah,
Is that the other drop tower? Is that
I
the
think
second
so.
one? Yeah,
Yeah, well, let's just
yeah.
go around here.
Really
The the
cool
f-
name for a
the
drop
the,
tower
the
ride.
foliage in here works really really well. The green just standing out. Wow, look at that. Look, I mean, just look at how tall this building is here to get out of the bottom. But yeah, again, another great view with a drop tower, and as I say, and another way to theme it really well. I mean, look at the building around that. That's not an easy thing to do because you have to
No, it's
build two
not.
buildings there essentially, don't you, to do
Yeah,
that? Um, it's not going to.
and the rest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah, yeah, more than that. Yeah, that is.
That's arguably one, two, three. That's four buildings. I think it would be four, providing he's been able to like kind of use the one and then take it straight over to the other side. So I assume that must be like four different buildings to
Yeah,
go around. Maybe I don't know how he's done it, but I. It doesn't matter how he's done it, does it? We just appreciate it for what it is. It's just amazing.
that's it. Right, we'll go down here to a twisted. Oh, sorry, twisted transit. That's the station for the people mover, which we will go on
Yeah.
at the end.
I mean, I think we should just stress as well, if it is that you do like kind of flicking through the workshop and having a look at parks, I am just as guilty of this. I'm the worst one for it, but don't just download a park, have a quick look at it and make a snap judgment on that park doesn't look that good. Maybe if you're downloading a park, take the time to go in and look at the intricate details, because when you look at something like this, when you get into the nitty gritty, this is just mind-blowingly good. But as an overview, it's just yeah, it's all right.
Yeah,
It's crazy how looks can be deceiving in this game sometimes.
yeah, I totally agree. There's a lot of hidden levels to this part, and the more we're looking into it, the more I'm realizing that. But I am excited to see what is Belly of the Beast.
What
'Cause,
if it's a teacups ride?
it wouldn't be this popular. So I know it's not a teacups ride because there's more than one person queuing for it. Oh, terrain coaster counter at 100%. Also, this is the big coaster that sits at the back of
Yeah,
the park. Then,
I think
um,
somebody needs to buy Poops a PS5.
yes, definitely. We'll start a GoFundMe or something.
Yeah,
Um,
crowdfund.
Right, Belly of the Beast, green stats all the way across, and there are the results from the previous run, and we shall jump straight on.
5 seconds of airtime. Wow.
So that was Belly of the Beast. Matty, what did you think of that?
Well, if we're approaching this park the way it's intended to be, obviously this is not a realistic park. I think we've very much established that quite quickly. So if we're taking this for what it is, not being in the sense of a realistic park, I think it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, you'd never see anything like this in real life. No way at all. The way he has manipulated the terrain around, I mean, look at that. That is insane. But the way he's used the terrain features around this ride is sensational. Um, the coaster wasn't maybe the best coaster in the world. I'm not going to pretend that it was. It did need some smoothing in places. Um, but for actual creativity and imagination, I mean, you can't get much better than that, to be honest. You really, genuinely can't. It was amazing.
Yeah, I think I'm on the same lines as you. I think that obviously, we're not going for stuff you'd see in real life, but yeah, as you say, the terrain there. I mean, for example, this drop here, really cool how it hugs the terrain. And to be fair, the rest of it, all of it, is kind of sat along the terrain line. There's hardly any support shown. Um, I tell you where I think this ride would actually fit, and that is, if the whole park was designed like that, with, with all the craters, if you had a park built around that sort of style, rather than just the one coaster, I think it would fit brilliantly in there. I did enjoy it, and I love the fact that it's Belly of the Beast, and I suppose that's why it's like a really big ride. But no, yeah, no, as you say, the terrain work here is absolutely sublime. I mean, to sit and get that right and to look like that does take some doing. So yeah, top marks for that for sure.
It's such an impressive build. It's can't take away from that fact of how much time and effort has gone into that ride. It's mind blowing how many
Yeah,
hours he must have
yeah.
spent to do that ride.
I mean, the theming is spot on, as is with the rest of the park. Again, we've got the continuation here of the sort of black metal. Um, and the snakes, etc. The whole theming here is absolutely brilliant. Um, and again, I just don't want to get lost and not not manage to see something.
I
Uh,
feel like kind of we're having to approach the spotlight in a different manner to how we would a lot of other spotlights. We're needing to spotlight it and appreciate it for what it is, rather than how we would approach a lot of others. Because if you're coming in the sense of like kind of looking for realistic rides and like kind of we need to make sure that G-forces are right and we need to make sure that smoothing's right, then we would be able to critique. But if you're able to appreciate it for what it actually is and what he's tried to create, then it's just mind-blowing.
yeah, yeah, no, definitely. I mean, everyone plays to their own strengths. Some people want to just put in loads of rides and get guessing. That's fine. Some people want to build a realistic park. Some people want to build a fantasy park. Um, and it all depends on, I suppose, your imagination and what you just enjoy seeing in the game. And um, as I say, this falls more in the sort of fantasy column, of which it fits absolutely perfectly. One thing I have been meaning to keep stopping to look at is that how good is that for an opening for a sundial?
I didn't even. I knew obviously that ride was there, but I hadn't actually realised just how he'd integrated that. That is absolutely insane. It looks terrifying.
It genuinely looks like that has smashed through the wall. Like if I pause that there, it genuinely looks with the way he's used the with the ruined pieces. It genuinely looks like it smashed through the wall. It's so good. And on the other side there,
I mean, this has got to be one of the most imaginative parks I have seen for just breaking the mold kind of thing. Things that you would never normally see. It's so original and unique and out there, but it works.
yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. I've not got the imagination to build something like this,
No.
which is why this is all the more impressive to me. I'm assuming that's more of the people mover that's coming down. Some more food
I
and
mean, it's
drink.
funny because this is Poop's second park. His first park was Bennington Valley. Now, did you spotlight that one, Tommy? I can't remember.
I
Sorry.
haven't. No, I know you and Michael did.
Right. They couldn't be any more different. They literally. Bennington Valley was a relatively realistic park. It was a really good park. It was quite a mini park, but it was quite realistic. It was a really really good park. But on a lot of the times when you spotlight parks by the same creator, you can see the similarities, and you
Yeah.
can tell that it's the same person. These couldn't be any more different if they tried.
No.
Honestly, I would have never thought that Poops had built this and Bennington Valley. They're so different. Can we possibly? Do you think we could actually possibly go for a ride on that? And I have never wanted to go on a ride on
What,
one of these
on a
sundials before.
sundial? I
Yeah,
can. I
I've
can.
never once thought let's go for a ride on one of these before. But Devil's Pendulum. But
Oh,
I actually want to go for a ride on one.
yeah, I've got to find the right seat. There we go.
Doesn't it?
Five
Does
or
it not
six?
spin?
Five. It may do actually. Oh,
It's all right. It'll be fine.
no, 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 no. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we'll just see where this takes us. Yeah,
I have never in a spotlight felt the need to go on one of these before. Oh my days.
it's so close, isn't it, to the wall? It's a real. I mean,
Oh,
the sort of I call them head chopper elements. The sort of head chopper elements you normally just get on like coasters and stuff, but to do that on a flat ride is, is thinking outside the box for sure.
this is crazy. It's amazing, but crazy.
Yeah, no, really, really is good stuff. I love how close you get to the supports in the wall there as you come back in. It's so like it's like agonisingly close.
I
But
tell you what, mate, you wouldn't get me on this. I don't think I would be going on this.
Right, well, just for you, I'll come off it now then.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Right, we will continue. Which way were we going? We were going. Where's the entrance? We were going down to Minerva, weren't we? Down that way.
Yeah.
But I'm going to save that to the end and go and have a look around the rest of this bit. Go on, the Damned. Again, we've got the queue line that kind of. Oh no, it doesn't go inside. That's a nice style for the queue line. I mean, all the buildings, it's all the same theme, but they're all different in their own way, which is nice. It's not just like a copy and paste job.
I mean, we're close to Torment
Whoa.
again, which was wow. Yeah, we're close to Torment again, which was at the very start of the spotlight, but I didn't even. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, it took me, but that stopped me on my tracks. Sorry.
No, that is that is a really nice queue line. I mean that again that so this bit I know we've said that his park's more of like the fantasy style, but this is actually a really realistic queue line
Yeah.
to a coaster.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the Damned, which is an RMC coaster. Green stats all around. There's the rest of the stats. I love the headlights of them. So that was the Damned. Very big RMC coaster there, as we can see it. I'm just going to flick back to daytime so we can see it for what it looks like there. I mean, look, I know Poops hasn't built this because this is all obviously standard structures, but I love how that looks. I think that looks fantastic. I think the very start of it was a bit quick, if I'm being honest. But then after that, it seemed to sort of calm itself down a little bit. But that'd be the only thing I was sort of felt a little bit uncomfortable with. So if we just see this come over the first drop here, as it goes down there, I think it just felt a little bit. It's on this bend here. It just felt a little bit too quick there. But then after that, as I say, as it goes through this inversion just here, it sort of kind of spread out very nicely then. But no, I think it worked really nice. I think the trees here and the bushes kind of worked really well with the theme. And then obviously the little extension out the back of the building, I think, was a really a sort of really nice touch as well. So what did you think, Matty?
I wasn't that much for that ride, and it's for one reason, and bear with me. The rides in this park have all been very, very, very unique and different to anything we've ever seen. Never seen anything like it in any of the spotlights we've ever done. They've got such their own unique stamp on them. They felt very surreal, very out of this world. And this ride, whilst visually very good, and it adds to the park, like what you were just alluding to, all the scaffolding and everything. The wooden beams really adds to the park, so it almost feels like the ride needs to be there for the sight lines of the park as a whole. But then the ride itself, I didn't feel was like kind of that good, because it wasn't as like kind of fantasical. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word or not, but you know what I mean. It kind of like just didn't have that wow factor that like the rest of it has had for me. Every other ride that we've been on, I've been like kind of open mouthed, like, oh my god, I can't believe we've been on that kind of thing. That was
Yeah.
amazing. Whereas this was kind of like a bit like, yeah, it was all right. I mean, if that was in another park, like a realistic park or something like that, I'd be like, yeah, that was quite a good coaster. But for me, it kind of like almost didn't. It fit in the park for the sense of the visuals, but not for the actual ride itself. Does that make sense?
No. I think I can see where you're coming from. No. I think that's a fair point. I mean,
It's not
like
a
I
bad
said,
build. It's not
yeah,
a bad build, and I'm not discrediting the build. The ride itself, it needed a bit of smoothing around, but it's not a bad ride. It just, for me, just wasn't in fitting with the rest of the park.
yeah. No, that's fair enough. I think one thing I do want to just give him a bit of credit for in terms of the time he's probably put into it is placing this fencing. Because I imagine placing this all the way around the edge of this cliff here. Because it's not straight, I imagine this would have taken some time to just keep angling all the fencing. It goes on and on and on and on.
That's impressive.
That would have taken a heck of a lot of time. So, yeah, it's one of the sort of things where it'll take you loads of time to do, and you can quite easily whiz over that. But from from being somebody who's obsessed with custom fencing, I absolutely appreciate the hours spent. Probably not quite hours, but the time spent placing that. So, but yeah, no, that was the damned. Um, when you zoom out, right? I don't know which building I've been in and which I haven't. Just from the outset, I have to like see the sign of the ride to know if I've been in there or not. Um, that's the people
That,
mover.
yeah, I mean, it's just so much to look at in this park. It's crazy, just how much there is to look at.
So there's nothing more down there apart from that twisted transit ride again. I don't think. Can you get up here? Nope, that's an exit. So yeah, I think it's just the transit ride and Minerva left to do. So let's go and queue up for it.
I mean, have you noticed that there's a helium ring in the middle of it, by the way?
Yes, I have. I have now. Where's the entrance? Is that the entrance? That's what.
That must be it, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't spot it because I didn't see the. All the other rides have had that red sign there, so I didn't spot that. But yeah, that is very very impressive. I
I
mean,
mean, this is
Tom.
why you would nail a steampunk park, innit?
Yes, yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, just look at that. that
Wow.
or that already would fit in a steampunk park. In all fairness, um,
Yeah.
and well done for using this sculpture again because again I love this. I think that looks absolutely brilliant. But yeah, anyway, we'll go down onto Minerva. Oh, that's the name of that ride. If go on, Matty, I'll let you pronounce that.
Tetra. Tetrag. Tetrag. Yeah, I'm good, mate.
Tetragramation. Tetragramation.
Wow.
I think. Tetragramation. Yeah, there we
Kudos.
go. Right, Minerva. So we'll go on to night time.
I'm so impressed that you could say
There was a pure guess. Oh, that's probably not even how you pronounce it, but oh well.
that.
Up here through the queue line again, a nice indoor queue. Just make sure you don't burn your hand on the candles there.
Now, of all the rides in this park, I know that this is the one that Poops is most proud of. This is the one that he wanted the most feedback for because this was his main, this was his Mona Lisa. This
Yeah.
was he loved this ride, and this is the one that he wanted everyone to experience. So I haven't ridden this yet. I haven't been on this myself. I'm very excited to see this, I must admit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love the way he's done his stations. I don't think we've said it, to be fair, enough on the past ones, that the stations are just, I don't know, the way he themes them and styles them. Little things, right? That I know this sounds like really sort of randomly sort of nitpicky, but the way he angles that wall there, it's not just a rectangular station. You know what I mean? He's thought about angling off the building a little bit so that it's not, everything isn't just square. And I think that just adds a bit of character to it. And it's not symmetrical. He doesn't do it on the other side at the same angle. Do you know what I mean? The fact that it's sort of off,
100%.
yeah, makes it look better. And he puts the little
100%.
operators in a little cabin, which I like. The little cabins are
I
great.
think we've been saying that off camera every time, haven't we? Haven't we been in every single station and off camera been saying,
Yeah.
I like the station, and then we've done the ride POV, and then we haven't then mentioned
Yeah.
the station afterwards.
Yeah.
So Poops, we have liked every station. We have said about every single station just off camera.
Right, so Minerva is a
Wow.
typhoon coaster.
8 excitement.
Yeah, that is.
I
I mean,
Is that the first 8 excitement you've seen?
I think I've seen one, possibly two, but they are very rare. They are very rare to get that sort of
Wow.
excitement. So, regardless of what me and Matty think, the guests bloody love it.
Yeah, they do absolutely love it. And the G-forces as well are within good limits as well. So an 8 excitement and G-forces are good.
Yeah. So yeah, I think next thing to do is to hop on Minerva. Well, that was Minerva. That was the main attraction of the park. What were your thoughts on that one, Matty?
Do you know what? I actually felt for a second like I was watching a Channel 5 gaming coaster spotlight. It was that good. That was absolutely sensational. And up there with some of the best, if not the best, coaster rides I've seen done on PlayStation so far. That was, I don't think I can say any more than that. I can't give it any more praise than that. It was absolutely bloody brilliant. Can I say that on your channel?
I've already said it earlier on in the video, so yeah, by all means, yep, you can say that.
Oh, there you go then. There you go then. I'm not going to get you striped or anything. That's sensational, Poops. Enough said. Don't need to say any more. Amazing.
Yeah, I think the thing I liked about it, I mean, it looks just as good off the ride and in the daytime as it does on the ride in nighttime. You know, that you could watch it at any angle there, and it is really nice. Again, he's got the terrain work, not quite to as detailed as the other one, but obviously it doesn't need to be. But then obviously we've got all the black metal theme quite heavily done over here, which is nice. Um, He's got that's the stuntman location. I've just seen that. I was thinking, why has he put a dumpster underneath it so that he can fall into it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that is ace.
This is why you should watch these things. Hang on, has he fed cables down here? Oh, look at that.
Oh.
That's nice. You see, I know Poop said to go on this park at night time, but if unless you come around in the day, you can't see details like that. You have to look at both. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think what I was trying to say was every inch of that is themed. Every inch of that coaster has something, from the lift hill inside here. Looking up here, you've got the vines, etc. And then you go over here, and that black metal is the supports. He's made custom supports out of it, which is really nice. And then obviously to go over the helium ring, just like every single part of that is themed, and it's just really really nice. Um, I certainly agree that is the main attraction of the park. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic work. The theming in the park is really really good, consistent but different enough that it isn't the same. And I think that's the main thing I've kind of taken from the park anyway. So
I would potentially say one thing about the park. Now it's impossible to have changed, and you probably won't have known this when you went into the park. I think it would have been unavoidable. You would have started and then kind of like just been stuck in the position that you're in. But the whole park feels too close to the build line. So if the park had been able to like the whole thing pushed back kind of thing, and then maybe you would have just been able to kind of like theme just like yeah, basically where you are now. You can see the straight line
yeah,
kind of thing, and if the whole park had been pushed back, it maybe would have been able to like kind of theme down this kind of like line here a little bit. But that would just been one of them things. It would have been you would have been stuck in that position once you'd realised it would have been too late, and you wouldn't have been able to push it back. But like kind of just maybe like kind of like visually as a overview of the park that can detract a little bit from an overview of the entire park kind of thing, but yeah, wow.
yeah. Well, I mean, I've done exactly the same before in my Heartland Towers part. I built a river rapids right on the edge of there, and I really struggled to keep that within the edge of the part. And when you end up changing the terrain as well, annoyingly, it gives you a straight line. I wish it would kind of let you go over it and build like a sort of smooth curve, but it just builds a straight line, and like you say, it gives off like a bit of an unrealistic style, because you wouldn't obviously get get a hill like this perfectly straight. But I mean, my only thing from an overview point of view is I know he's at the build limit, so he wouldn't be able to put anything more in. But I think putting a bit of foliage or rocks around the edge of the park and just kind of tidying up the edge, because at the minute you kind of like, say if you're on this drop tower for example, you're just looking off into the desert, and there doesn't feel like an end to the park, if you get what I mean. It looks like it goes on and on. So just, I mean, even just using the terrain work. To be fair, using the terrain to create hills that are closer, I think would work. But yeah, just maybe kind of cutting off the edge a little bit. But yeah, that's all I would probably suggest.
Tommy, would you mind going right, please? I've seen something, and I'm not sure if that's something that we'd seen or not, or if we've actually missed something. Go straight up now, straight up to that top corner. Now, turn right, and now go down. Like there's a cave system just down there.
Okay, no, we hadn't
Oh,
seen that.
I wondered if it was a ride or not, but no, it's not. It's just a little feature just on there. I wondered if that was like maybe a ride experience that we'd missed or something, but no, it's just a
That
little temple, isn't it?
that looks like me on the loo after I've had a curry. Looking at that. Yeah,
Too much
that's.
information, mate. Too much information.
But yeah, but no, like I said, I mean, it blends in with the theme. I hadn't spotted that in all honesty, down here. But yeah, I mean, like I say, I really enjoyed that. I think there's a lot more to it, as we've said. There's a lot more. I mean, the layers, for example, going underground are just insane. I just want to make sure that I have not missed anything. There was four coasters, I know that, and we've been on the four coasters. Um, so yeah, Venetian Carousel, all these names I know we've seen.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we have done everything. So I was very nervous that walking around that I was going to miss something, but thankfully I haven't. So yeah, what are your final thoughts on that, Matty?
I think as we went around, as I was saying, I do feel foolish for my gut feeling of this park before we actually experienced it. I think it is an absolute work of art. I think it is absolutely incredible what he has built here. It is one of the most unique and original things I have ever seen created, with arguably the best coaster I've seen created on PlayStation. Just, I'm blown away. I'm absolutely blown away. I think it's incredible work, and if this is the kind of benchmark he is setting for a steampunk park, I am super excited to see it. I cannot wait. Yeah, top work, Poops. Loved it. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. It's completely different. I can't think of any part that I've seen that is this style, and this sort of layout as well. The fact that it's all very compact. I mean, I wasn't in Plipcam mode there, but I might as well have been because to get around that park, I needed to be down at guest level like that to make sure I was taking the right turning. So I may as well have been down in Plipcam level, and it kind of that gives you the the right feeling to go around the park. It's yeah, just really nice layout, and you don't the fact that he's hidden all of the terrain work. I mean, bear in mind when you start up a park, even just to put that staircase down there, that's a terrain change straight away. So you got to look for it inside here. The fact he's hidden all of that away is so impressive because that is not an easy task, and he's made it look so natural. I think that for me is the most impressive part of this. But yeah, Minerva was certainly a fantastic coaster there. So yeah, I think that kind of wraps it up for this tour. So thank you very much for joining
Tell
me,
me
Matty.
three-word park review. Three-word park review.
Oh, yeah,
You ain't getting away with it.
well, we do this. We see this is a your channel thing, but now
No,
you're on my
no, no, no,
channel.
no.
Oh, right.
No, it's a joint spotlight thing.
Right, three-word part review. So many layers. There we go. I think that's a good one.
No, there you go. I like
What-
that. Mine will be exceeded my expectations.
Nice. You've been thinking about that one, haven't you, for a while already?
I've
To ask
been
that.
thinking about that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, that does wrap up this park spotlight now. So thank you for joining me, Matty.
You're welcome. Thank you ever so much for having me along.
No problem. Be sure to go and check out Matty's channel. I will leave a link in the description below. And if you have enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And other than that, I shall see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.